to talk about how does animal captivity affect their mental health and behavior. And captivity means keep an animal in a cage. So I'm sure most of us have visited a zoo or an aquarium when we were young. And we all remember how exciting it was to see a cute panda, a tiger, or a clever dolphin. But have you ever stopped to wonder what are these wild animals actually going through inside when they are locked up in a cage? And how does animal captivity affect their mental health and behavior? This is a crucial question we want to explore with you today. We will focus on three directions. Are there any laws that protect animals? How do visitors affect animal stress and behavior? And what kind of environment should a zoo provide to ensure the comfort and the well-being of an animal?
When wild animals lose their freedom and are confined to tiny cage or glass enclosure, they suffer from three major psychological and behavioral crises. First, the choices. Second, learned helplessness. Third, chronic stress. The word leukocytes is a combination of leu and psychosis. When they are kept in closed space without enough stimulation, they start to develop stereotypic behaviors, which are repetitive actions with no purpose. For example, you may see elephants constantly swaying back and forth and pacing, or a bear endlessly circling. Even monkeys hurt themselves like biting or scratching. However, not all pacing indicate the choices. Perhaps they just curiously observing surroundings. If they looked, glanced over, and spaced out and what's doing this there, would be concerned. Even highly intelligent marine mammals like dolphins and whales, when they are confined to tents, they feel like they're stopped and separated from their families, while repeatedly swinging in circles, make clinking sounds, even increase self-injury.
Long-term captivity and repeated trauma can lead to a state called learned helplessness, when animals eventually realize that no matter how hard they try, they can't change the situation or escape from the cage. So in the end, they just give up. On screen, you can see Sally, a Himalayan black bear. Sally spent years trapped in a cramped plastic cage, and she was never given a healthy meal, only junk food left behind by visitors and handlers. This terrible environment took a serious impact on her physical health, causing extreme obesity and missing teeth. But more importantly, it caused a deep psychological trauma. This is roadside zone, and most of it are actually illegal.
The last situation, chronic stress. So what is chronic stress? It will cause brain damage, body weak, and mental burden. This part contains critical scientific evidence. This page shows how animal stress hormone called glucocorticoids, commonly known as GC, change when they are kept in cages.
Research shows that the moment a wild animal loses freedom, a stress hormone jumps up instantly in their body, like picture A and picture B. And if you look at the curve on the chart, because of the extreme fear and the trauma of being captured, a stress hits its highest peak within the very first 24 hours. And the value on the chart D appear to decrease from the first month to the second month. But this is actually due to their endocrine system being damaged. When animals forced to live in a restricted environment, a hormone surge turns into chronic stress, which severely damages their immune and nervous system.
This chart shows the change in animal body weight while in captivity. Black represents overweight, gray represents the average normal weight, white represents underweight. The second chart shows a moment an animal is captured, its stress hormone skyrocket. Furthermore, within the first 1 to 2 days, over 60% of animals experience weight loss because psychological trauma. After 3 months, many people become overweight because the space is too small, movement is impossible. The chronic stress destroys their well-being.
Faced with a silent cry, countries around the world are starting to make a change through the law. Now let's look at some global examples of how the law to protect animals. Switzerland is known for having some of the highest legal rights for animals. An interesting example is the law regarding to social animals like guinea pig and the rabbits. So it is actually illegal to keep only one of these animals. So the law requires owners to provide a partner with them so that they don't suffer from loneliness. Additionally, take Taiwan as another example. The Animal Protection Act was amended, making Taiwan the first in Asia to ban eating dog and cat meat. And additionally, the no-killing policy was introduced, meaning the animal shelters are no longer to euthanize the animal just because they are homeless.
However, laws are just the baseline. We must remember 3 important facts. First, animals belong to nature, not cage. Second, the threat of captivity is global. Third, true protection requires real actions from each and every one of us. Next time you stand in front of a zoo enclosure, please don't just look at an animal, look into their eyes and say loneliness hidden with them. Let's conclude our presentation. Thank you very much.